What's up, guys, and welcome back to my spooky channel. I am promptly celebrating the Halloween month by giving out some more spookier content. And today I'm going to be easing you guys in with a story time that's not necessarily anything spooky, supernatural, but it may get a wee bit... Ugh. You know what I mean? And I also jumped the gun on my story time about the psychic waitress because I definitely should have saved that one for Halloween. Thank you, comments section. I don't know. I got excited. I've been waiting to tell that story for years, to tell an audience, because that one shook me to my core when it happened. But you know what? You can still watch it. You know, it's a spooky month. Go ahead and check it out. And then when you're done with that, come back here, because this one is a much more recent story, and I've been dying to tell the story for the past, I don't know, like a month. But I know you guys have been also dying to hear about it, you know what I mean? I mean, not really, but I guess I'll watch. Wait, hold on. Aren't you the dude that died in my intro? Like, you're like right in that little closet, like right over there. Oh yeah. Alright, that was weird. Anyway, today I'm going to be telling a story that you guys may have already started to hear because I told you about a video ago. And it is about my tooth. As I said before, the story could get a little bit graphic, so if you don't like to hear dental disaster stories, I would skip this one. Or I would mute it and watch the video all the way through and then like and subscribe anyway, but just don't listen. You know what I mean? That'd be nice. So, without further ado, here is my tooth torture tale. Let's go back years ago, back to around when I just graduated high school. I was chilling, enjoying my day, being the best Just Steven I could be, until suddenly I started to get a pain in my mouth. A pain that I try my best to suppress it, but no matter what, it would always pop up right back in my jaw like it paid rent there or something. Just the audacity. And when I felt that pain, I knew exactly what was happening. My wisdom teeth were growing in. And it was a radiating pain that lasted for months. And you may be thinking, Steven, why didn't you go to the dentist? And that's because, surprise, surprise, I'm scared of the dentist. And I mean, come on, let's not act like I'm the only one here. Don't act so tough. I know you're out there, you're scared of the dentist too, okay? Whatever. I mean, I just can't handle it. The first time I ever went to the dentist by myself, without any parental supervision, I went in there and they told me they had to get the drill out, and I kindly said, that's okay, thank you, and I left. I literally walked out. And I just didn't finish the procedure because I just didn't want to. So, I mean, I hope that explains things. So, with that being said, when my wisdom teeth started to break through, I did the only thing that I could do. Wait about 4 to 5 years to see a dentist about it. Now, let's jump to present day. And I finally decided it's high time to go to the dentist and get everything checked out. Because an issue I kept having was the bottom right wisdom tooth was breaking through the gums a little too hard, leaving a little pocket of gum flesh that kept getting food caught into it. And even after I got the food out, mouthwash, rinsed it and everything, it caused the gum area to swell so much I couldn't even bite down fully with my jaw because the gums were getting in the way. I was just biting on gum over and over again. Yes, disgusting, I know. So I hiked up my grown-up pants and said, enough is enough, and had my mom call to make my appointment. So I go in for the initial checkups, and the first visits were fine. You know, they said the rest of my teeth looked really good, only like 1 or 2 cavities, and they complimented me on my very strong bones. Remember that. But of course, they point out my wisdom teeth and say, yeah, buddy, these gotta go. Would you like to set up an appointment? And with all of my might, I actually say yes. I would like to book an appointment to get them removed. I was proud of myself because I actually felt like an adult. I felt like I conquered my fear, kind of, like one step at a time. And one of those steps was also calling to see if I can get the strongest gas possible so I could just be high as a kite. I didn't want to feel anything during the procedure. But the weird thing is, when I asked, they told me that they could only give me laughing gas, no knockout stuff, which I've never got my wisdom teeth removed before, obviously. But even I was like, all right, I've seen the videos online where those people were just tripping balls over there, all right, so why can't I? But whatever, laughing gas is fine too, I guess. So the day of reckoning finally comes, and my girlfriend Alicia drives me to the office. The dentist office told me I should be able to drive myself afterwards, but she just wanted to make sure, and thank God she did. I'll explain that later. So I say my final goodbyes to her as I enter the teeth laboratory. They lay me down on the chair and they start taking multiple x-rays, numbing my mouth and finally giving me my laughing gas. The effects took a while to kick in, but I soon learned it wasn't really like a ha-ha funny gas, but more my body feels like it's floating gas, which was a fun distraction as they tore the bones straight out of my mouth. The first hour went fine, I suppose. In that time, they managed to remove the top right wisdom tooth, and it really didn't hurt that bad. And, the gas and the Novocaine and whatnot actually started to work. It felt weird because I didn't feel any pain, but all I felt was the pressure of them grabbing the tooth out of my mouth. So it's like, it felt like, again, just a hand pulling, but it didn't hurt. So it was really weird. But, since it didn't hurt that bad, I was like, you know what? It's not too bad. I could do this for another 3 hours, which was perfect because I had Alicia, she dropped me off and she was out doing something for the next 3 hours, probably, shopping, because, come on, you know how women are, am I right? That was a joke. But things went south when they moved their focus to the bottom right wisdom tooth. They started to pull and yank and pull and yank and just kept on pulling and yanking, but it was not budging. They then had to resort to more extreme measures. They pulled out the drill, which I thought was my worst nightmare. No, I have a new one now, and it's the hammer. I don't know if it's actually a hammer. I don't know what the tool actually looks like since most of the time it spent was lodged deep into my mouth, but it felt like a blunt object they kept using to break and crack away at my tooth over and over again, just chipping away to its core. And this process went on for 4 hours. So I've been in the seat for 5 hours total. They took a break from wailing on my mouth. I got up to pee and stretch my legs. Everything felt like a blur, and I wasn't entirely sure if huffing the gas for that long was good for my brain. After the dentist also finished taking her break from crushing my bones to dust, she returned and went back to the process for another 2 hours, 7 hours total. Meanwhile, Alicia and my mom are starting to worry. My mom's calling Alicia, and Alicia's asking the front desk what's going on, and all the front desk is saying is, everything's fine, just going a little longer than expected. Cut back to me, fighting for my life. The numbing on my mouth was wearing off, and my body started to grow a tolerance to the gas, and I was way too awake. I could literally feel them tearing the corner of my mouth, just ripping my lip open so they can dig deeper into my mouth. They gave me a stress toy to hold on to, but by the end of the day, I kid you not, I literally tore it to shreds. I kept flinching, and they would say, "Where does it hurt?" while their medieval tools were literally destroying my oral cavity. When I told them it was my lip, they kept applying the numbing gel, but I could just continue feeling it ripping. Finally, after 8.5 hours, I couldn't take it. I had literal tears in my eyes, and my mouth was in agony. I told them I can't keep going, which I think they mainly complied because their office was about to close anyway. They showed me my final x-ray. Top right tooth, successful. Bottom right tooth, however, after 8.5 hours, they could not get the tooth fully out. They chipped away to its roots, but the last root was too close to my other tooth, and they didn't want to risk it. And the other two are still in there. And due to the state of my mouth, they decide to refer me to an oral surgeon. You refer me to an oral surgeon to get the tooth that, again, you saw already because you did all the x-rays, to pull the rest of it out. If you saw how close it was, why didn't you just refer me in the first place? Who are you then? What is going on here? Where am I? Why didn't you just refer me there in the first place? I feel like there's a middleman. We could have just cut on out and we didn't have to do all this. And how did you not see that in the x-ray? And listen, I'm not a dentist, so I don't want any dentists in the comments starting to pull the teeth out of my mouth or put more teeth in my mouth. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm just saying, I'm mad. Simple as that. I'm mad. I'm mad. It's not funny. I'm mad. I collect my things and put the cotton ball in my mouth. I'm leaving furious, to say the least. But as I'm walking out, I pass the dental assistant, and all she has to say to me was, guess those teeth bone are a little bit too strong, huh? So, Alicia drives me home, which thank God she was there because they told me that I could drive after the surgery. They said that since I wouldn't be under like any heavy gases, I should be fine. But when you're under a lighter gas for 8.5 hours while they absolutely violate your jawline, it fries your brain. So there's no way. I was just like not there consciously. So thank God she was there because I don't know what would have happened. But I go home and I writhe in pain for multiple days, which unfortunately means that I had the surgery on the 7th and it led to my birthday. I will take full responsibility for that. I had it on the 7th. I just didn't think that I didn't think the recovery process would take so long, but unfortunately on my birthday, I couldn't even eat my own birthday cake because it hurt so bad to eat. I was just eating tomato soup, applesauce, pudding, and a little bit of ice cream. And that was it. So, thanks, Tooth Booth. You've ruined me. You ruined my birthday. So, that's gonna do it for that story time. Thankfully, as you can see, my lip is healed. I could open it. Beforehand, I couldn't even open my mouth up to like this. It would hurt too bad. Like right there, it was done. So I'm glad I'm more recovered, but I have another appointment coming up. Oh, it's scheduled for this month. I really don't want to do it this month. Yeah, give me a second. All right, just take a shower, just change my clothes, and so time to make the call. Hi, I'm just calling to see if I can reschedule an appointment for Stephen Morris.
Sure. What's your, said your last name is Morris?
Yes, Morris, yeah.
And when is your schedule?
It's October 11th for 12.
October 11th.
Yeah, is there let me see, and then I'm just gonna check the calendar here. Are we able to possibly do it on like November 8th, maybe?
Yep, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I would like to move it to that time.
So about 11:45. You want to do that work with you at the same time?
Yes, that is perfect.
Okay, so that's the Monday, so we'll see you then.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, bye. Avoided that one. Like an adult. Whew. Okay, so that is taken care of. I do not have the mental capacity to do another surgery this month. So I have made the adult executive decision, and I am not doing it until November. So maybe I'll give you guys an update. Hopefully I don't have to, because I hope that it goes smoothly enough that I could just in passing say, hey, went good, move on. Because if I have another horror story, every oral surgeon, it's on site. Absolutely. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and also enjoy the new special edition outro. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.